We just learned 4 teens are in custody after they were caught in a stolen car. A car Milwaukee police say was stolen from a Racine County dealership overnight. The Milwaukee County medical examiner now tells us that 9-year-old Zalea Jenkins died around 5 o'clock this evening. Breaking news: Brendan Dassey, convicted in the murder of Teresa Hallbach, will stay in jail, at least for now. We begin the news at 4 with breaking news. A new development late this afternoon in the Slender Man stabbing case. As of yesterday, the Kenosha County Sheriff believed this case would go to trial, but now that it is not, he says it will save the taxpayers tens of thousands of dollars. Officers were called here for an investigation around 1 o'clock this afternoon, and here now 4 hours later roughly, you can still see behind me that there are Milwaukee police cars still on the scene. Police say this is the 3rd vandalism case in just 2 months here. A window was busted out, and so was this front door. The city of Milwaukee approved a $2.5 million settlement for a woman raped by a former Milwaukee police officer. A Wisconsin lawmaker is putting himself in the line of fire, but it's a move he's willing to make to get Milwaukee County Sheriff David Clark out of office. Hakeem Tucker was a wanted man on the run for 2 days after police say he shot and killed his ex-girlfriend and seriously hurt her father. Protesters celebrated that last-minute change of plans with this rally in Milwaukee tonight. Students at Milwaukee's Barack Obama School were given the gift of warmth this morning. Back at home, a lot of hope that the Packers could bring a boom to mom and pop taverns as they continue to travel into the postseason.
Marshanna Hester pinch hitting for Earl Arms tonight, talking about a Bucks player who going for the gold.
Yeah, how about that? A great opportunity for Giannis to be able to do this, and big kudos to the Bucks too for giving him clearance to do so. That's exactly right, Michelle. Good evening to you. There are a lot of folks here inside the Wicked Hop feeling the burn tonight after that big win for Bernie Sanders here in the state of Wisconsin. There are a few cars left here in the parking lot, as you can see behind me here at Johnson Creek Enterprises, but come tomorrow, this parking lot will be empty as all 46 employees will have a paid day off to exercise their right to vote. The family of Jay Anderson Jr. is upset today about how the car that was involved in this case was returned to them, specifically the condition that the car was in. Take a look at some of these photos here. These are just a few of the ones that we can show you on air. Well, a $25,000 reward was just handed over to Antoine Buchanan today by attorney Michael Hupy himself. Lots of folks still walking by, even though it's a little bit of a light rain out here, but what they probably don't recognize is that they're walking by some new energy efficient products and things happening right in front of their eyes. Believe it or not, the line outside of the Best Buy in Delafield just started to get as long as it is within the last 20 minutes or so. It was kind of short when we got here about an hour and a half ago, but some people here have been camped out for 8 days, believe it or not, waiting to get on some of those blockbuster deals.
You can see there's 2 different points of contact. Busted the front.
Brianna Kilgore believes it's the work of a baseball bat.
There's a little scratch here, so they tried to bust this window.
That busted and smashed windows on her 2001 Jetta, leaving glass on the inside and out. She says karma will get whoever did this. If not that, she hopes her neighbor's security cameras will. Kilgore says nothing was stolen from inside her car, but she's thankful she didn't have the car seat in the back, considering she's 8 months pregnant.
The baby could come at any moment, and you have to have a car seat.
It's alternate side parking in Kilgore's neighborhood. Too dangerous to clean out her car or even drive it, Kilgore called Milwaukee's parking enforcement in hopes of avoiding a ticket.
Whoever I spoke to said that they couldn't.
The next morning, a ticket in the hood of her car. Even Officer Talley didn't want to touch the banged up windshield.
I preempted this ticket. I let them know that I should not be getting a parking ticket because I cannot move my car. But they don't care. All they care about is getting their money.
Money Kilgore needs to fix her car, which is the only unexpected surprise she plans to pay for.
Obviously, the city's hurting for $20 from me. So you're not going to get it, though.
Kilgore is fighting that ticket. The city's parking services department is investigating and could make an exception in her case. We'll let you know what happens. 5 days ago on a sunny Sunday morning, 2 Milwaukee County Sheriff's deputies stop a car for speeding on I-43 near Loomis Road. The driver's license was suspended, so deputies called a tow truck. Exclusive dash cam video shows the passenger out of the car with deputies nearby when all of a sudden, danger strikes. The driver backs up, slams into the squad car, and speeds off. Take another look. On the left, one of the deputies falls and rolls into oncoming traffic. Another grabs and holds on to the door. Meanwhile, the passenger is knocked into the concrete wall, unable to get up from the force. The horrifying situation is immediately radioed into dispatch.
Injuries. I'm not injured. The passenger got injured. Copy. What injuries on the passenger? A leg injury. She got smashed into the wall. Copy. Conscious and breathing? Conscious and breathing.
A backup squad also catches the crash on camera. Drivers have slowed down, but some don't even move over, putting a defenseless law enforcement officer in more danger. This is why authorities strongly enforce the move over law. One of the deputies is seen running to his car, checking his own injuries before speeding off to catch the driver, 23-year-old Kelvina Freeman. Now, Freeman would have just gotten a ticket and a fine for her initial violation. Instead, she can now spend up to 45 years in prison. She's walking 1,400 miles across the country just to get to Washington, D.C., and she's 90 years old. But don't let her age fool you, because Opal Lee is steadfast on a mission to make her dream come true.
Atlanta, Georgia. Yeah. Birmingham, Alabama.
Yeah.
Step by step, Opal Lee has made her way to Milwaukee, leading a small but mighty group of supporters on the city's north side.
I'm having a ball. I call it a working vacation.
She's working to make Juneteenth a national holiday. 45 states, including Wisconsin, recognize it on a state level. Milwaukee, in fact, has one of the oldest Juneteenth celebrations in the country. June 19, 1865 is when slaves in Texas learned they were free, more than 2 years after emancipation.
All kinds of people who made this happen, and we need to acknowledge that it's not just a black thing, that it's everybody's thing.
During her 2-mile walk in Milwaukee, Miss Lee told us about another dream she has, seeing a Juneteenth theme park.
But I want it to be an educational affair. I want people to learn, because we got a lot of catching up to do.
Along MLK Drive, she stopped to share her message.
Who's winner? We win!
And picked up a sweet sip of freedom for later, a Juneteenth soda. A taste of inspiration, especially for the city's youth.
And just think of what they'll become tomorrow because of what Miss Opal is today.
A 90-year-old trailblazer marching toward change.
I want to say thank you to everybody, because everybody's been fabulous.
And she was fabulous as well. Just
Great.
a great spirit about her.
Great story.
Now, Miss Opal Lee needs 100,000 signatures on her petition by October 26th. So we put a link to that petition on our website, cbs58.com. And when you go there to sign it, she's very adamant. Make sure you get a confirmation number, okay? Because it has to count.